It's PSA Return Monday, so what better chance to do a little PSA submission unboxing. Now this is a special submission to myself because half of these cards were childhood Pokemon cards from the EX era, which I just want to add to my personal collection. So without further ado, let's just jump straight into it. So our first card is a Raichu Stormfront. So I sent a couple of Japanese cards off. So this got a 6 level X, so that is a childhood card, believe it or not. Then we have a Neo card, so this is an Entei, and I did send off the holy trio, I should say, all 3 of the legendary beasts. So we got a Suicune, so that got a 6. That's annoying. I was hoping these would all come back in the same grade as a nice little set, but great cards on the Neo set. And what did we get? A 7. So that is quite annoying. So obviously we've got a 7 here. The Entei got a 7, but the Suicune just let us down with a 6. So as I said, we won't be expecting high grades here. So we've got a Japanese vending machine Mewtwo Series 1, which I thought was just a bit of a cool card to send off. So yeah, as I was saying, I'm not expecting too much of a high grade just because a lot of these are old cards or childhood cards. So we've got a Rayquaza, I was going to say level 5. So we've got a PSA 5 here. So another childhood card. These are they are quite rare to get these days, level X's, because Pokemon was at its lowest popularity back then. So we got an Infernape, PSA 6, great card as well there. Just look at that. These level X's, honestly, the amount of holo patterns in these was amazing. So we got a Charizard level X again, as you can see, 5 and 6s. I will take 5 and 6s considering these cards weren't really protected. As a child, I was just buying them and collecting them for fun. So Torterra number 4, so that's pretty low. So just having a look at that, which, to be fair, a lot of whitening at the back. But still, these are just great cards for the personal collection, if I'm honest. Then we've got a Emerald. So EXs from Emerald, Ruby and Sapphire era, very rare, very hard to get. So here's one. So we've got a 5 on this one. Next one, we have a Latios 5. So I pack pulled this, which is pretty wild that, I pack pulled this in 2003. And here it is in my hands as a graded card. So on to the next one. A Groudon, an 8. That's not too bad. Again, another packed card. That coming back as an 8, considering I packed it as a kid, again, is pretty amazing. I think this card did have my camera cut out then, but as I was saying, I just love the artwork on these EXs, especially since I pack pulled them. So we've got an Entei here, Entei EX number 2. Now, I wasn't expecting high hopes on this one because there was, I don't know if you can see it on camera there, but along there was a massive crease. The back's actually not too bad. Like, there's a lot of whitening, but it's not too bad. But I think the crease really brought this one down. Then we have here a Lapras EX, another pack pulled card, which again, wild. 2003 Ruby and Sapphire. How can you look at that card? They do not do cards like that anymore. So number 5, PSA 5, not too bad. This one beating number 1 with a mark on it as well. Wasn't expecting much from this one because it was a battered card, but I'm just trying to see where the mark was. It might be these marks here. But you can see the whitening on this one was really bad. But for the personal collection, I don't mind. So Swampert, I purchased this one actually. I purchased this card for £7. So not too bad. Team Magma vs Aqua coming in at an 8. Another Rayquaza, a 2 on this one. I'll just have a look why that's a 2. There's a whitening on the back. It must be potentially creased somewhere. Yeah, there's a massive crease running across there, which you probably can't see. I'm just going to shift these to the side. We've then got a Mewtwo X. So again, another pack pulled one in 2008. This one was, so that got a 4. Not too bothered. We have whitening at the back. A Garchomp, PSA 6, not too bad actually. That's not too bad. And then 9 on this. So this I pack pulled from the what was it, the anniversary set, and I'm quite sad this got a 9. I was hoping this one would come back as a 10. This is one of the probably limited number of modern cards I sent off. which is really annoying. A 10 in this would have been just an amazing pull. Still a great card. Dustox EX, a 9. A 9 in this Dustox. That is pretty good for a 2006 card. Again, another pack pull card coming in at a 9. That's probably an amazing result, this one. And then what else? Another Groudon EX PSA 3. There's a lot of, to be fair, creasing. The holo foils coming off here. A lot of whitening, so expected. A Ho-Ho EX, an 8. 2006 Pop Series 3 as an 8. That is a pretty good result in my eyes, considering the age of this card. Coming back as an 8, I would take that. And our final TCG Pokemon card is a Kyogre 2, a EX Kyogre 2, which this card is pretty bad actually. There's a lot of creases on the foil here, and the back does have whitening. So those are the Pokemon cards. Now, just before you click off the video, I did send off sports cards. Now I'm waiting. Most of my sports cards were sent off as value bulk, so they are still on the way back. But bonus edition here, 2 very unique cards, a Pele card and a Muhammad Ali card, both containing snippets of their jerseys in there. So I'm excited to see what these come back, because these are gonna hopefully go down as a grail piece in my collection. So we'll start off with the Pele one. So this is Pele and Zlatan. I'm gonna say Zlatan there. So this is number 2 out of 15 here. So 2 out of 15, and features a Pele Brazil game worn shirt from an international match from 1968, which is pretty wild. And for Zlatan, it contains a Champions League shirt when they played Arsenal. So this has come back as a 9. That is, I would take that, a 9 for a Pele and Zlatan game worn memorabilia shirt piece. That I will keep for my personal collection. Now this is probably one of the most exciting cards I've purchased. This is a 1976 Muhammad Ali card containing a snippet of his robe worn in his fight against Dunn in 1976. So this card, let's see what this came back as. This came as a 8. So as you can see, it's 24 of 50 here. There is his robe. These cards are super hard to get. I paid £300 for this card. It's come back as an 8, which isn't too bad. I would take an 8, to be fair. I hope you enjoyed that video. Make sure you subscribe and like for more.